This is the report of the Round 6 European Senior Team Championships. In the first match, Wales went through 2-2 with Denmark. Board 1, David James was white and played the white side of an Indo-Indian. But after 2 minor pieces were traded, a draw was agreed after 12 moves. On board 2, Lloyd Powell was black and played the Sicilian Scheveningen defence against E4. But with only one pawn being traded and no pieces traded at all, a draw was agreed after 14 moves. This may be due to the temperatures in Vienna, which was 38 yesterday. John Thornton was white and played 1E4, and black replied with a French defence Fort Knox variation. Nothing much happened, and after 2 minor pieces were traded, a draw was agreed. On board 4, Richard Miles was black and played a Bogo Indian. Instead of trading bishops, he retreated bishop to E7. White then broke in the centre, and after a pair of minor pieces were traded, a draw was agreed. In the other match, Wales drew 2-2 with Vorarlberg. On board 1, Iola Jones was white and played 1D4 as usual, and black responded 1C5. But Iola then played 2C3. He then transposed into the Koizukatov variation and had some kingside attacking chances. But Iola appeared reluctant in taking necessary risks and agreed a draw on move 20. On board 2, Patrick Bennett was black, played a Queen's Gambit declined Tartakov variation. After equalising easily with 9C5, a couple of pawns and a pair of minor pieces were traded, and Pat seemed to be getting on top. However, he then sacrificed a piece to create a pass pawn, with white having 2 minor pieces tied up on the queen side. Eventually, Pat's king go became too exposed, and white drew with a professional check. On board 3, Rudy van Caminad was white and played a Spanish, followed by the unusual 5C4. Black countered with B5, and Rudy tried to attack the king. After 3 pairs of minor pieces were traded, black threatened a back rank checkmate. Rudy parried this initial threat, but missed 25 Queen D2 for black, winning a piece. Rudy sacrificed his bishop, but resigned when the queens were traded 2 moves later. I was on board 4, and I played a King's Indian defence, and this is the game of the day. That's standard opening King's Indian defence moves. This is the whites playing the Fianchetto variation, which is a more solid line against the King's Indian. It doesn't do anything too ambitious. It just wants to try and gain a spatial advantage in the long run, but once you get a piece developed first, and gradually to cramp black. If black doesn't react actively enough, then black can find himself losing quite often. I chose the Gallagher variation, which is quite a popular line at the moment. It was popular for a period a few years ago, then it went out of fashion, now it's starting to come back into fashion again, because new ideas have come out. The idea is for black to trade on D4, and although he plays C5, although positionally it looks very bad with the backward D pawn, and the D5 square being available for white knight, black gets active counterplay, first attacking the pawn, then pressurizing the square F3. So I won the 2 bishops, gained the 2 bishops advantage, and I'm threatening a pawn. He can't defend that pawn with anything except the queen. But even so, I just take it, because the rook is attacked in the corner. Only one. He's got him with the rook. Now I back up the knight with the rook. Bishops were exchanged, and take control of the dark square diagonal again. I'm intending to double up on the e-file. White forces the issue though, so I took on C3. I could have taken the F1, but I decided I wanted the open e-file. Now I got the queens off. Now this ending should be winning for black. My idea is I want to get the rook on d4 because it's unassailable in that square. First of all, I stop the king in front of him with f5. Then I start to push my queenside pawn majority. Force the king back. And push. Get behind the pawn. The pawn's looking nasty now. I decided to pick up the f pawn rather than the a pawn because the king can handle the a pawn. I decided to tie the king down. My problem now is though that I'd like to play d4 but that loses the g pawn. So I'm trying to triangulate here to try and get my opponent exactly one. But I can't seem to be able to do it, so I give up the ghost in the end by d4 anyway. Unfortunately, Ian should now have played could play rook g6 check and then rook g3, defending the third rank, preventing me from protecting my passed pawn. So I might be able to maneuver around with the king, possibly b5, c5, d5, e4, and then back to passed pawn, but it's long-winded. Instead he played rook g5, defending the pawn. Once my pawns are connected, it's a no-brainer. One last chance for white. I play king c3, blunder. Rook takes pawn check, draws on the spot. I could play king c5, but I chose to play king a3 with the aim of forcing my pawn home. Now with the rook on the second rank, I'm queening with double check and he can't stop it. So you give up the rook for the queen and resign. So that was the game of the day, and that concludes the report for the 6th round.